I'm Dr. Gav Schneider. Let's look at the next in our list of core skills required to achieve resilience, outcomes, and sustainable high performance. Assuming that we've been good at situational awareness, made the right sense and meaning out of the information we've collected, critically evaluated, made a decision, often the next step is to communicate what has to happen in that decision. So the communication process needs to be looked at in various layers. Step one is the voice in your own head and what you're telling yourself. If you can't even motivate yourself to perform effectively once a decision's been made, it's kind of unrealistic to think that other people will perform effectively. So layer one is the voice in your own head and ensuring that layer of communication works well. Layer two then would be others immediately around you who are part of whatever that decision response looks like. And we need to be able to communicate in a way that we align them, bring them on the journey, and get actions happening as efficiently as possible, which is the next phase. Equally then, we need to look at who else needs to be influenced, what other stakeholders are involved in implementing the decision we determine. And that process may be a broader scale of communication. So practically, when we look at communication, we also have to look at developing ambidextrous capability, where we have a certain way of communicating during business as usual, which may be determined by cultural drivers of wherever it is you work. But most of the time, because business as usual is slightly less pressured than a crisis, we can often look at collaborative type communication and getting collaboration as one of those means to get effective communication and alignment in place. During a crisis though, we actually don't have the time to always engage all the stakeholders and ensure a collaborative outcome is there, because if we have to engage everybody, it takes too long. So part of the challenge we've got is if we don't concentrate on building trust and rapport during business as usual, we can be less effective in the crisis componentry. So when should we prime, frame, and build rapport with others? Always. And ideally, we want to do it not during a crisis, we want to do it in the gaps between disruptions when we have a strong degree of control. Becoming an incredibly effective communicator is really important. We all have different leanings. Some are better at written, some are better at verbal. But ultimately, if you want to be able to thrive during disruption, you need to get good at communication.